Have you ever had someone suggest meditation as a way to calm your menopause anxiety? And you think, really? You think, I'm just going to be able to close my eyes and take a deep breath and zen out, and all of this menopause anxiety will poof, evaporate. And in a way, it kind of pisses you off because you're like, you just don't get it. It's not like I can have mind over menopause. Meditation is often suggested as a possible way to help you deal with menopause anxiety. But is it just pie in the sky, hopeful suggestion that doesn't really work? Today, we are diving headfirst into the world of meditation and its possible use to tame the tempest of menopause anxiety. But here's the twist. We're not just singing its praises. We are going to dive deep into the shadows and the nooks and the crannies. Picture this. You're sitting cross-legged. You're being calm. You're taking breaths. At least you're trying. The relentless racing thoughts keep rushing through your mind. You're feeling jittery. That stillness just isn't working for you. And you think, meditation doesn't work. Why did I even listen? Well, here's the deal. Not all meditation techniques and practices are created equally. Some of them simply do not address the needs and the requirements that you would need to help you calm menopausal anxiety. There are so many different ways to meditate that trying just one doesn't really show you if it works for you or not. Most people think of meditating as these stillness practices. Well, there are other ways to meditate, and these stillness practices really might not be the best fit, at least to start with, when you're dealing with menopause anxiety, because you need movement. So when stillness isn't cutting it, try a walking meditation. You might not even know that's a thing, but yeah, walking meditation. I find myself doing it just accidentally while I'm walking a lot of times. Find a peaceful, quiet place, maybe not a park where you have a bunch of people saying hello to you all the time while you're walking, or do it in the afternoon. I found that morning walking people are more apt to say hi than afternoon walking people. At least, I don't know. It's been a while since I've walked in the afternoon. But maybe you can find a hiking trail or someplace where you can walk, or even just walk around your backyard or walk around your living room if you have to. Do something that is a movement type of a meditation to start with, and that might help you calm down. You want to focus on that mindfulness while you're walking, because mindfulness has been scientifically shown to help calm menopausal anxiety. So let's talk about some of the other reasons. Here's what I think is the biggest reason why meditation does not work for some people. You try that stillness meditation, it doesn't work, you get frustrated, maybe you try it 2 or 3 times and you say, nope, not for me, it's not even close. They're not giving it a fair chance. Maybe you're not giving it a fair chance. Meditation requires consistent, regular practice. It's hard for everyone, even someone who's not experiencing menopause anxiety. If this is something you've never done before, our brains are so used to being filled with information or entertainment, and it's difficult to quiet your mind, especially in modern society. So we're conditioned to have something going on in our minds. Also, a lot of times people think that meditation is about not thinking about anything, and that's not true. You can think about something. When I first started meditating, one of the things that I started to do is, I thought it was about thinking about nothing too. But one of the things that I learned, one of the techniques, and this is a stillness technique, so maybe you don't want to do this, or you can try it, but it might not really still work for you right away. Try the walking meditation first. But this is one where you sit, you close your eyes, and instead of thinking about nothing, which is virtually impossible to do, especially when you're just getting started, you picture a white dot. Like when you close your eyes, different people are different. So maybe you see something visual. So you close your eyes and you picture a white dot kind of just out in space in front of you. You can picture it wherever you want to. and you focus on that white dot. It could be, maybe it's a big white ball if that's easier for you, and you can shrink it. You can shrink that big white ball as you are meditating, as you are concentrating. Meditating is not about like I have to chant or, there's different methods, but anything that's getting you to calm your mind, to focus on one thing instead of a million things, is way better than not doing it at all. So that's one technique that you can try if you want to try a stillness technique again. If you want to do the walking technique, you can focus on things like counting your steps. You can, and do it, with your eyes open so you can see where you're going. Focus on your breathing, or, you can tap your fingers as you walk like that and focus on this and switch from hand to hand. There's so many different ways that you can do this. So try different techniques. And if one thing doesn't work for you, just try another one. Give it a fair chance. And here's a third reason why meditation might not be working for some people. Deep-seated, unresolved emotions can get stirred up during menopause with this hormonal hurricane going on in your body, and it can release these deep-seated emotions, these traumas that maybe haven't been fully dealt with, that you haven't fully felt, and maybe that's why meditation alone isn't working for you. So this is what I specialize in, and we use meditation to help release these emotions. At least that's one of the methods. It helps you learn how to go into deeper meditation, and it actually helps you release the emotions that might be stored and causing the anxiety in the first place, or at least contributing to it. Meditation alone doesn't resolve these deep-seated, stored traumas that are in your body at a cellular level. There are other modalities that you can use along with meditation to start to release these deep-seated emotional traumas that are stored in your body. And when you release these deep-seated emotions at a cellular level, you'll be amazed at how meditation becomes more powerful for you. You're supercharging your meditation, basically. Now, I realize that if you've never come across this information about emotions being stored in your body, it might seem strange. I know it did to me when I first heard about it. Actually, I was at a massage therapist, and I had this knot in my back that had been there for a really long time. I mean, like months and months. Of course, I was trying to get that released, and I told her about it, and she presented this idea about emotions being stored in the body. And I was like, this was years ago. And I was like, what? Like, I don't get it. Like, she's talking about how tissues can store your emotions. And of course, since then, I learned more about this myself too, but this is kind of what she was telling me. So now I've learned that our body chemistry is related to our thoughts and our emotions. Lots of people experience similar situations, and not everyone has a stress response to the same situation. So you're experiencing a situation and you have thoughts and feelings about it. You feel stressed as a result of that. So in today's age, most of the time when we experience stress, it has to do with our thoughts and our emotions. Our bodies are designed with all these biochemical processes, and some of them are related to our emotions and our thoughts. For example, the fight or flight, the fight, flight, freeze response that we have when we encounter a dangerous situation. Well, in today's modern world, yes, we have some dangerous situations, some stressful situations, sometimes driving, things at work, things that you encounter in your life can feel stressful, and they will activate those chemicals based on your thoughts and the meaning that you attach and the emotions that you have behind it that could be connected to that evolutionary fight, flight, freeze response. Your body has all kinds of biochemical processes going on, by the way, that are triggered for a variety of different reasons. And your thoughts and emotions are one of those reasons. So, when you experience these emotions and you don't fully process them, modern society also has a tendency to discourage feeling emotions, and that's getting better. But like as I was growing up, people just didn't talk about their feelings the way they do today. So in some families probably did, but it wasn't like it wasn't like bad, like don't cry. I mean, yeah, some of that, but especially from the men, right? Like a lot of men have grown up being told don't cry. And I know that has nothing to do with menopause, but just humans in general, we store emotions in our body. So as women, when we're going through menopause, it's almost like a second puberty, right? Your hormones get stirred up and it can bring up those emotional traumas that have not been fully processed, that are stored in our body, in our cells. If you'd like to learn more about how I could help you with that, I'm offering you a free menopause balance breakthrough session. So link will be in the description. And I'd love to actually talk to you face to face, 2-way instead of 1-way. All right. Have a great day. Thanks for joining me.